Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Welcome back, everybody. We're jumping into map number 2 between Avant and Order, and as we look towards things, pistol already beginning. You're going to see a heavy utility usage coming through from Order. Already coming in with an opening kill. Moku getting a little bit aggressive on the ramp. They faked some utility presence over towards A, breaking the window with the decoy, now following through on the back with a little bit more util. The flash is going to allow them to close in the distance, so they've already taken a little bit of long control, but it's not working out too well for them as Zeph goes down. They have the push from the bomb side to split the players in garage, though, and put it into a 4 versus 2. Bomb plant safely secured for outside. And Avant at this point in a bit of a rough spot. No armor on Soju, and no head either, as he gets just tapped to high heaven, in heaven, leaving Sterling to do it all. And Bueller watching down this angle, close range with a Glock. You know how that ends. It's 1-0. Order claimed the opening round here on Nuke. And a reminder that Avant are the ones that are 1-0 coming into this series, not Order, as many would have predicted, and indeed, it certainly looked likely to be. Sometimes things are not as they seem, and that's certainly how, excuse me, how this matchup has shaped up so far. Sniper's got the position on outside to catch them off, but he only gets one through the smoke. He's very quickly traded back. And Avant going for a force buy in this round does put them in a bit of an awkward spot if they can't get somewhat more damage done. You want to see them at least walking away with 3 kills to keep Order's economy down nice and low, so they can reap the rewards a little bit later on. It's an off-putting feeling when you can hear birds chirping outside. Signal the morning has begun, and you still haven't slept. It's 4:30 a.m. We're seeing a flank come through from Soju. 2 kills on the board. It's all on Hats. 1v2. A Galil in play. A smoke and a flashbang, and control of the bomb. Where he... oh, he's trying to take the AK, but he can't. He has to jump up and face towards the ramp, but... his problem lies down towards B. Hazard, a player that we saw top fragging the previous map and absolutely destroying his opponents, is holding down that angle with a deagle. He knows that Hats hasn't pushed down at this point. As he goes up towards A, Soju is going to be waiting for this eagerly. MP9 in hand, he spotted him. 10 seconds on the clock. Hats has to go for this bomb plant. He's going to stick it, and he's going to be pushed down as he does. Eventually taken down by the MP9 up close, and Avant on the force buy of 1 out. This is so impressive from Avant. Contesting so early on Nuke and stopping Order from building up any rounds. You're going to see another AK saved over as well. So a fantastic return on investment for Avant, winning out the round, securing 2 strong weapons as well. This is a very decent start, considering they're already 1-0 up. And they're getting in the faces of their opponents and showing them that they are not scared. Haha, Giggy. You like the playlist that much? That's good, that's good. Good to see we share musical taste. I wouldn't listen to it too much, but just on a pause screen, I feel like it sets the right vibe, you know? Nice and chill. You kind of sit there, you're bopping a little bit, you know? I know all the words at this point as well, so I'm also singing along horrendously. And maybe at some point, if we have a massively extended tech delay, we can go for a little bit of karaoke together. But I have one rule when I do karaoke on streams, that everybody else does it too. As we're only able to manage 2, AK going to be retrieved, but no armor on these guys certainly makes it difficult to work with the AK. The bomb's in the open, so dropping down vents is going to get you nothing, buddy. Zeph's gone down. He's going to wrap around through outside, or through secret, I should say. That have actually picked up the AK, so somewhat of a decent position for Zeph, but without armor, it only takes one bullet to the head and one bullet to the chest, or anywhere else, to stop you from being able to aim. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sticking with Bueller for Imagine, because he's dug his own grave here. He's decided that that's what he wants to go under, so it's gonna be Bueller. I mean, look, he's trying to ditch. Ferris Bueller ditches school. Order might be ditching the miner at this rate. I mean, Avant tearing them apart. It's a nice nade, but not going to see any reward right here. Zeph's able to return one kill, looking for more towards the ramp, but it's not going to happen. Alistar instead going to be the one to open things up and bring it back to a 3 versus 3. A workable position for Order developing. As they start to push towards the bomb site, gotta watch out for Soju. He did it with an MP9 before. He goes over the peak though, and his head is ripped apart. Bomb plant safely secured too. Sterling peeking out as expected, but still finds one. Spots both players now. He has the information. He knows the bomb was planted by one, and the other is over towards Squeaky. Molotov of Bloom, and does he expect Imagine, aka Ferris Bueller, to be ditching the bomb site and playing right under heaven? Well, they better expect it, because it does look like Avant are still going to be committing to this. Flash out. Bueller's not spotted. Oh, not able to pick up the kill, though, despite low HP on both players. Alistar on 2 is bailing out of there. Smoke, defuse, faked, running around, but he has no time left. And Sniper won't even survive this with 2 HP. Absolutely no chance. Unlucky Sniper. Nice try. What? Okay, he survived. Never mind. Well, I'm tempted to just turn the stream off now and discard the delay so that never gets seen. I thought for sure he was dead. I got their HPs mixed up though. I think he had like 12 HP. And it was Alistar that had 2. If he had 2, I'm like 100% sure he wouldn't have survived. So Order at this point, coming in with the second round, they've got a decent amount of rifles coming out, 2 AKs, 2 Galils, and a UMP to work with. Avant are force buying once more though, and we've already seen lots of impact in these rounds from them before. This time with 2 AUGs backing up the MP9 from Soju, which is really the MVP of the second round, the force buy that we saw coming through. Hazard's able to do nothing defending B. Nobody is. They're torn apart. Malku up close. Going to be dropped. Flashbang goes down to allow the push to follow through. Sniper wasn't blind, but he did fall back from the angle to avoid the flashbang and is caught trying to reaggress. As the bomb plant goes down, you're into a 2v5 in a situation that definitely doesn't look good for Avant. They've lost all their main weapons as well. A scout and an MP9 remain. That's the other thing as well. You're seeing the AUG picked up. You get free upgrades here. Ince should be making his way in. Yeah, he's going down now to find the other AUG. Oh no, it's already been picked up by Hats, but he gets a Galil at least. So Order winning a round and coming out looking better than they did before. Can't complain about that. The save from the CT side sees a scout alongside a mere MP9 to be saved forward. Not the best of weapons to be carrying over. The score is currently 1-0 in favor of Avant in maps, but Order are certainly looking better on Nuke, with a T side seeing rounds built up early on. They did look better on the terror side over on Overpass as well, though. That's one thing we can always think back to. In stark contrast to what we've seen from them in the past. Where Overpass was one of their weaknesses. And it is 4:40 a.m. and the sun is actually coming up. That's scary. We still have another best of 3 after this. Is also to be remembered. So it's going to be a long night. A long morning, I guess. Flank being watched there. Hats isn't going to let them away with that. Into a 5 versus 4. Molotov a Bloomin', so they're not actually able to push on forward. Flank is allowed to come down and find a kill on the Hats, unfortunately, and it's still coming. There's plenty of pistols looking to push on forward. Scout tag goes through. Zeph now going to be pretty low. Deploys a Glock. Not going to be winning that fight, though. After being tagged up by the Scout, Alistar coming up the stairs doesn't find the initial engagement. Now Sterling has an AUG to work with. Or more importantly, maybe to save. Oh. The hiccups are coming for me. Give me 2 seconds. Let's check positions. Looks like it's going to be a clean enough save. Maybe a push coming up through the vents from Ince will be dangerous for Sterling. Other than that, though, we should have these weapons carried over for sure. Ince was messing around on the vents, but it scared him away. Sterling's out of there. And hey, I have great news. We haven't dropped a frame in like 10 minutes, so it looks like the Twitch servers are back on. They're back up and at 'em, which we can be thankful for. CT side calls a tactical timeout. They're going to be buying up into this and just figuring out where best to throw the money over and where best to throw the weapons, as I assume Sterling's going to be taking an AWP again. I've got a question. Now, let me know in chat. We're going to pull out the exclamation marks, even though I have no access to Moobot, which is why Casper Command still brings up Zesh's Twitter, or Instagram, god damn it. But, let me know what you think of tomato soup. Have you had tomato soup? And if so, do you enjoy it? I had some 2 hours ago when I woke up. And, I'm still full. It's weird. It's like, you can be full from a long time in the back of some tomato soup. I'm talking about this because I'm pretty sure we're going to have an extended pause as that tactical turns into a technical. I'm looking down towards Order to see if there's or rather Avant actually, to see if there's a technical issue in terms of pings. Doesn't seem to be. Not showing up right now anyways. I know they've just cancelled the pause. I'm going to throw to the pause screen for a second though, just so I can check what was being said. Okay. So there, yeah, you guys have all played on Steam. You know the issues that can come through. He opened his Steam overlay and then couldn't close it, and then tabbed out and couldn't tab back in. So CS things. It's good now though. Molotov. Oh no, Hazard deletes Ince. The poor guy. The ragdoll on that as well. So we're into a 5v4. Man disadvantage for Order to work with. Avant could be coming back into the CT side strong. Let's see if they can continue the course though. As this round is far from claimed by the CTs just yet. AK-47 retrieved. Nice little upgrade for Avant now, all working with rifles, and they may need them. As the push comes towards ramp, weird lag, but eventually we're going to see Hats coming out on top, taking Moku down. AUG retrieved, and a push towards the bomb site is finally underway. Order recovering the round at the start. Soju's managed to reclaim a little bit of control and pushing over towards the windows. Observation goes well for him, as he can do a lot more than just observe from up here. Trying to find himself another kill on the board to trade back his teammate Hazard, who fell. He spots one going in through single. The spray down is horrendous. Doesn't work out in the slightest, and as he gets dropped, it's all down to a 2v2. Sterling coming in with an AWP, not the ideal weapon, but manages to upgrade to an AUG. Downgrade, really, but in this situation, it is definitely an upgrade. Not able to find the kill. Alistar should be taking that sniper from the side. Indeed, he does. Even stops Bueller, aka Imagine, from being taken down in the meantime, and puts it 5-2. Order having a field day. So many rounds picked up on the T side right now. They're looking beautiful. Tomato soup is like watered down ketchup. You're not wrong, I suppose, but if you've good tomato soup, cream of tomato soup, it's thick. So it's not like watered down. It tastes completely different. Amazing soup with grilled cheese. Ooh, gotta try that. I'm just having like bread with butter. Here we go. The ramp push is destroyed. Order will win this round pretty much every time. We're gonna pretty much ignore it. Ooh. Shouldn't be punching my microphone. We're gonna pretty much ignore it unless serious damage comes in from Avant. Actually, they managed to retrieve an M4, so could be decent. But then quickly gets torn apart. So yeah, I gotta try that. Crab and corn soup is good too. I prefer. You're talking about sweet corn, obviously. Chicken and sweet corn soup from Asian takeaways. That's the stuff. Every time that I get a head cold, I'm sad, but I'm also happy because it means I can have lots and lots of chicken and sweet corn soup and not feel bad about myself. It's great. Eat tomato soup earlier. That's the stuff, Grims. Good stuff. I've got the bowl sitting behind me, so I can just smell it. It's actually scaring me that the sky is bright. This is the first time that I've done this shift in the summer, these kind of hours. So again, it's 4:50 a.m. And it's just weird to be going from like nighttime into the middle of the day and then sleeping. I don't like it. It scares me. Opening kill for Bueller. I mean, he's able to just run through outside, and imagine how well this round could be going for the CTs if they just didn't let him do that. As Imagine is the one finding the kills and bringing it into a 5 versus 3. Avant, having invested into this, are going to be completely distraught. They still have a kit in play alongside utility. An MP9 on Hazard. Things are certainly not looking good for the CTs. Hazard is up close and hasn't been spotted as he swings out, though. There's 3 players looking at him, and they very quickly dispatch him, putting it 5 versus 2. Avant at this point should be going for the save. Their failed control towards outside multiple times again is thwarted as Moku goes out to try and reclaim it. It's just not happening. And again, losing another player to outside. It's a death trap. They lose 4 out of 5 players trying to take that area. And Order have definitely identified some of the weaknesses now in the defense, so they need to start patching them up. Campbell's tomato soup is best. Now we've I don't know if you guys have it. We've Heinz cream of tomato soup. That's the stuff. Tomato. What's the difference between hot tomato juice and actual tomato soup? God, that's disgusting. Tomato juice is really that's watered down ketchup, right? That's super liquidy, whereas this is gonna sound disgusting, but the tomato soup is more like gloopy, right? It's really thick, because yeah, it's cream of tomato soup, so it's a creamy kind of texture to it. It's good. It's good if you get some Some good stuff. Now there's some terrible tomato soup out there. There's some spicy. I had some spicy tomato soup. It was really weird. I don't know who makes that. I can't remember which brand, but now I just have Heinz because I'm scared. I like spice, but not when I'm not expecting it. You know, you think you're having a nice, relaxing little meal, and then all of a sudden, next day, you're sitting down, but not at your PC. It's not great. It's not great. Lester picks up another kill here. Get an AK-47. Capitalizes onto Alistar as well. Probably not a round that they win, but decent damage at least connected. Problem is, at this point, Order's economy is so out of hand that decent damage doesn't matter at all. They've all got 10k, and coming into this round, they're all above 10k. As F's going to have to reinvest to ruin that statistic, but it looks nice for now. And it's ruined. There you go. Just like that. Instant Zeph invest. They ruin us. Oh, I have no idea what the process is behind it. It's just like, it comes in a can. I've never made, I don't know, you're overestimating my cooking abilities. I've never made tomato soup. But it's creamy, that's all I know. It definitely doesn't have cream in it though. You would taste that. Maybe it does. I don't know. I'll tell you what, after this round I'm going to look up the contents of Heinz cream and tomato soup. Cream of tomato. It's not cream and, it's cream of tomato. Sniper comes in with 1 on the in, so it's down to a 2 versus 4. Again, Order shouldn't stand too much of a chance in this round. A little bit of utility to at least give them an artificial wall to work around. A bit more freedom to move. Flashbang takes Hats out of commission, but he's eventually going to be able to peek around that smoke and find a kill. They play both towards Hut, baiting the CTs into peeking. I don't think they can defuse that without being visible either. Hats is able to pick up another, and this is so well played by Order. But the smoke down. The spam isn't working. Does he not know where the bomb is planted? He thinks he just killed the bomb planter, a diffuser as well. And Sterling coming out on top in the round, putting another on the board for Avant, pulling it back slowly but surely, but it needs to happen much more convincingly than this.